Okay. We'll build the wall. We need to build a wall. A big, beautiful wall.
This man obviously wants to build a wall. Building a wall can be considered an outward display of territoriality. President Trump does not want to have outside humans immigrating into his territory, the United States of America. Our question is, do other animals exhibit similar behaviors, and if so, why? Could animal territorial behavior connect to Trump's desires? Do they build walls too? Let's find out. Looking back into the not-so-distant evolutionary past, an article by C.W. Marine and others studies when early man became territorial. They find that humans developed this trait because of resource conflicts and sedentariness. From the article, human groups began acting aggressively in regard to spatial defense and control upon moving into coastal areas. Moving into coastal niches triggered increased sedentariness, which led to territory defense of intertidal food sources. Beyond food sources, intergroup conflicts and territoriality were often over raw material resources or women. Considering our highly materialistic society, it makes sense that our culture still advocates for territoriality, as food, raw materials, and women are still very relevant resources. Now, let us go farther back in our evolutionary history to see if animals share some of these traits.
In a study on territoriality between three groups of Nicobar long-tailed macaws, Powell and others observed them demonstrating varying levels of aggressiveness when encountering other groups. These fluctuating levels were influenced by its resources and numbers and an assessment of the threat of the other group. Comparatively, humans critically think about the strengths they have and the weaknesses that others have to determine how aggressive to approach others. A country such as America is perceived to have the manpower and an amplitude of machinery to adequately overpower other countries and is believed to defend their resources appropriately with their strengths. In a study of diurnal raptors by Martinez, Hesterkamp, and others, the authors discuss how prey agility and nest site protection affect their territoriality. Territorial species that are bigger and capture more agile and larger prey will defend larger territories than species feeding on more vulnerable and smaller prey. Similarly, in the United States, individuals with high profile and high paying jobs, such as Trump and rich Republicans, tend to have larger territories, such as home and land, and thus have a greater desire to protect it. This can be compared to diurnal raptors that are larger and capture larger prey. Evolution has favored group territoriality, in which animals jointly defend the resources within the territory. In banded mongoose, for example, the success of the group depended on the ability of males to properly defend a suitable territory for the group to reproduce. While females are industrious, the burden for males to defend their territory increases due to other males fighting for access of these females. Thus, males are constantly working to establish clear boundaries. While this is not across the border for humans, the societal expectation of males to protect their households is common. As leader of the United States, in conjunction with the societal expectation of males, constituents look at Trump to protect the success of the group. Similar to banded mongoose, Trump believes he must put greater effort into territory defense, which in this case would be to secure the border.
While all of these previous articles explain why territoriality exists, there are drivers for cooperative behavior as well. Considering the yellow saddle goatfish, this species hunts in groups to catch prey. They work together to exploit a new niche. This can relate to the United States finding a new niche or industry and then requiring additional manpower to fully exploit this niche. An outside group such as Mexico could fulfill this need, and the two countries would cooperate in a similar fashion to the fish. However, while this is true, some writers claim territoriality is a biological drive or aggressive instinct. If this is the case, and territoriality is instinctual, then this would form another barrier that prevents cooperation. Furthermore, if no niche is found, the countries do not have any push to act cooperatively. All of these factors may contribute to Trump's push for a border wall and his display of territoriality. In conclusion, this video has suggested that humans develop territoriality upon forming sedentary societies and defending resources. Possible other drivers of territoriality seen in animal models include the power differential of two groups, how valuable the defended resources are, and being the male sex of a species. These factors have parallel to Trump and United States society. Trump may act aggressively because he has more power than other countries. He is wealthy and wants to protect his valued resources, and he is male. Our research suggests that Trump's behavior is indeed seen in other animals, and in a sense, these other animals build walls as well.